Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome to Adventures in History. Today's topic is the Zuck family reunion at Lakeside, Ohio, USA, 1992, Part 3. John Lacey. Good morning, Peter. This is young John and my bride Lisa. It's Wednesday, the 26th of August, 1992. Unfortunately, we're getting ready to leave Lakeside today. We were only here Saturday to Wednesday, not able to stay the whole week. It's been a good time catching up with relatives, of course, going over family ties, who's related to who, and how this person is related to that person. We've had a good week. The weather's held up, had some good games of putt-putt. Patricia, your sister, shot a 39, which pretty much crushed us all. I shot a 40, but she's tough competition. Had shuffleboard, of course, walks on the dock. Did a little swimming earlier in the week. Had some pretty good waves. That was a lot of fun. I'll tell you a little about what's going on in our lives. We're in the process of purchasing a house. It's up in Clinton Corners, about 30 miles north of where we're living now. The house was built in 1884, so it's 108 years old. Got a few years on us. It's called a Federal Colonial, a yellow house about 1,800 square feet on an acre and a half. In the back half acre, there's an old dance hall, a barn-shaped dance hall, used from 1900 to 1950. I guess it was the local hotspot every Saturday night. We've got some old books on it. The Vassar girls used to go there every Saturday night. Who knows what they did, knowing Vassar girls? We're really excited about it, of course. It's the next step in our lives. The marriage is going along splendidly. We're having a good time with friends, and we're going to have a lot of parties, of course, in our big old dance hall. The first one, a big costume Halloween party at the end of October. That's about when your baby's due, Lisa just reminded me. So I'm sure you'll have other things on your mind than our Halloween dance. We had a big poker game last night, and your father was the big winner. And I managed to come in second place with Harold and Michael and myself and your father, the last stalwarts there at the end. We had a good time. Hope everything's going well in Manila considering the weather you've had. Right now I guess we're lucky because down south in Miami they're having a big hurricane, Hurricane Andrew. So they're getting their share of rain. Lenora was a little worried about what's going to happen in her neck of the woods. This is my wife, Lisa. Lisa Lacey. Hello, Peter and Alice. Too bad you couldn't be here. We wish you could have been here with us. Hopefully next spring we'll get to see you and the baby. I hope everything is going along well with you both. And Alice, I hope the pregnancy is smooth. Wish you the best of luck in another month and a half. Must be pretty exciting to be going through that, I'm sure. Let us know when you have the baby and what you name him or her. We'll enjoy hearing from you. John Lacey. We have some friends of ours who just had triplets. They have continuous feedings. That's an instant family. I don't think you'd be shooting for that just yet. Lisa has relatives up in Alaska we hope to visit. Hope to talk to you later, Peter and Alice. Take care. Mike Ray. Hi, Peter, this is Mike. And I don't like talking into tape recorders, so how do you stop this thing? Christopher Lacey. Hola, Pedro. ¿Cómo estás? This is Christopher. I missed you at your blessing, but if you've ever broken your tailbone, a 10-hour ride is not what you want to do 3 days after it, so I couldn't come out to see you. It looks like you had a beautiful place and a beautiful day and a beautiful bride. We went to Put-in-Bay the other day, saw the world's longest bar, 40 feet and 10 inches of bar. That was pretty interesting. We rode on the Jet Express, which is a twin hydrojet catamaran, the world's fastest ferry service. We've done all the basic things here at Lakeside, putt-putt and shuffleboard. The lake is really clear this year. We went swimming. You could see to the bottom, which we haven't been able to do before. That's about it from me. Maybe Mike can get back on and say something interesting, if he wishes to. All right, I'll see you sometime. Steve Lacey. Hi, Peter. This is the old geezer, Uncle Steve. We're having a wonderful week up here at Lakeside. One of the exciting things this year for all of us was to have Marge Freilich come back with Harold. Last night we cooked an old Grandma Zuck German dinner, potato tails, pork, and sauerkraut. Your father ate a whole bottle of sauerkraut last night, Peter. Of course, he has a direct line to the bathroom, so there's no problem with that. The dinner was enjoyed by all of us, and you know the fellowship here, how it is. It's a wonderful thing at Lakeside. We're all such divergent families. We live all across the country. Then we come back to Lakeside, and it's like one big happy gathering. But that's the Zuck memoirs, right, Peter? Which you've established and are keeping alive all these years. Don't ever let that go, Peter, because we all enjoy those so much. We've even taken orders on issues we might not have or misplaced or something throughout your editorship of this operation. The putt-putt, as the boys have said, and everyone has said, has not changed. It's still pretty much the same, with maybe a few minor changes in some of the holes. But your sister, Peter, I don't know, lucky or something. Maybe that good life over in Massachusetts agrees with her. I don't know. She came out strong with a 39, as everybody said. The weather's really been pretty good all week long. A few rainy spots here and there. Showers yesterday. Showers today, but it's just us old farts here, Peter, so it doesn't make much of a difference. We can have fun no matter what. Anyway, we enjoyed your blessings so much last spring, and we certainly send our blessings to your new baby and your wife, Alice. I think I'll sign off and let somebody else talk. Keep up the good work with those memoirs. It really means so much to us, and maybe next summer you'll get back here. Who knows? That would be wonderful, Peter. So long, and God bless. Connie Lacey.
Hi, Peter. This is Aunt Connie, Peter and Alice. I was sorry that I missed the blessing. I hear it was beautiful. We saw some beautiful pictures. It's been a wonderful week here at Lakeside. The weather cooperated the first part of the week. Had some beautiful swimming weather. I was out swimming on the far dock, and Harold and Gregory, Deirdre, John, Lisa, Mark, and John Ray went swimming. The water seemed very clear. We also did some putt-putt golf, played some shuffleboard. Now the weather has turned kind of cold and windy and rainy, as it does sometimes at Lakeside. Sometimes we could see the monument at Put-in-Bay. At the beginning of the week it was more clear, now it's more hazy. We also took a ride with Marge and Harold around Catawba, saw some pretty homes, went shopping down in Marblehead. It's just been a very relaxing week. Before we came to Lakeside, I took my handbell choir to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, which you may be familiar with. It's right next to Saskatchewan. We became very good friends. I love the way the Canadians talk, especially when they say about. I also have some very good friends from Toronto who have been ministering to an Anglican church in Toronto. But the experience for my handbell choir was marvelous. They were conducted by handbell directors from all over the world, from Japan, Australia, Canada, England, United States, and South Korea. Also, they played with choirs from those same countries. This was called the International Handbell Choir Symposium. It's held every 2 years. I have taken one of my choirs to England in 1988, and this was my second International Handbell Symposium. In 2 more years, the symposium will be held in Australia, down in your neck of the woods. We're hoping to get there for that. I think you probably know what a handbell choir is. It's derived from tower bells from England. It was the way they invented a small bell to practice their ringing. It's kept me busy most of the summer. As a matter of fact, I've been traveling to Alfred University in New York, and Massachusetts, and Edmonton. It's been quite a summer. I have 4 handbell choirs and 1 singing choir, and that keeps me out of trouble during the winter months. Peter and Alice, I'm going to be signing off now, but we wish you all the best. A wonderful life together. Lots of happiness, which I know you'll have. And hopefully maybe it'll stop raining. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Harold Freilich. Hi, Peter and Alice. This is Harold Freilich recording from Lakeside, our 102nd family gathering here. Sorry we didn't have the opportunity to get to your beautiful wedding and your wonderful ceremony. I certainly want to congratulate you both.
John was just asking if I had ever been in the Philippines. I never have, but someday I hope to get there, and if I do, I certainly will visit you. We've had our great family reunion here at Lakeside, and as you already know from previous recorders, we had a bigger crowd this year than we've had in the past few years. And it's been the usual great family reunion and get-together. Senior member this year was Lenore Zuck Hughes. Lenore was with us for 3 or 4 days. Our activities here have consisted of all the usual things, the movies, the poker game, bridge games, and just great family fellowship. And the great dinner that was prepared last night by Marge and Steve. I would say that the 9 of us who were here thoroughly enjoyed it. We haven't gotten a very good break on the weather this year. Right now it's raining again, and it's rained for 2 or 3 days. So Mark and I were able to get our swimming in for 2 days off the pier. But I got some eye infection from swimming in the water, so we have not done any swimming the last couple days. Certainly want to congratulate the 2 of you again on your wonderful wedding, and we have seen the pictures of the wedding, and we're about to view the video of your wedding. I want to wish you a long and happy life. Now I'll turn it over to Marge. How do I stop it? Mark, press stop. Marge Freilich. Hi, Peter. Hi, Alice. This is Marge. Sorry we didn't get to see you when you were in the United States this early summer, and sorry we didn't get to the wedding. Wish you could have joined us here at Lakeside. We've had a wonderful time. Haven't exactly figured out how long it's been since I've been here, but it's been a good number of years. So it's been nice to be back and see all the family, and have a chance to sort of get reacquainted. We're leaving tomorrow and going down to Marion for a few days, and hope to see the Ameriflora, the beautiful flower show that's on in Columbus, Ohio. Then we're going up in Wisconsin before we go back to Maine. When you get to the States the next time, we hope you'll be able to get up to Maine to see us. Peter, the last time you were there, I think you were 2 months old. Truly a babe in arms. We're only 2 hours north of Patricia, so if you do go east to Boston, we'd love to either have you come up to see us, or we'll come down to see you. We'd love to meet you, Alice. By that time, we'll get to meet the new member of your family, your child. We both wish you the very best. Hope to see you before too long, and we'll certainly be sending our prayers and blessings in October. Bye-bye. Mark Ray. This is Mark, your faithful ZFMC producer stateside for these tapes. Just getting ready to fly back this afternoon. Had a nice long visit here. I came out on Sunday, and this is Tuesday, so this is a 9-day trip. Did a lot of good work in the yard yesterday. Mowed the lawn and cut some branches. Had a nice visit with Holly last night. We talked about things of days gone by. That was a very good thing to do. It helped me to understand what happened and where I kind of lost track of myself. And now that I'm reconnecting here somewhere, so that was good. It was a great week at Lakeside. We all missed you both. Your presence was very much felt with the tape and the interviews. At one point, we were all just sitting on the porch listening to your tape. So your presence was very much there. I think Patty was sorry she had to leave when she did. She called us and we had a nice talk on Friday night. You know about my interest in life force and naturopathic medicine. Marge Freilich has always had this difficulty with her digestion. We were coming back from Abigail's and she stopped on the stairs going up outside the cottage there, and I took hold of her. I thought she might faint. She said she gets a pain after eating sometimes. It turns out with her stomach operation, she doesn't digest food real well. Harold has this routine where he pats her on the back, and she has all this gas for about a half an hour. She burps and feels better. I suggested that she have a teaspoon of vinegar before a meal. It helps start the digestive juices. She tried that and did not have the pain the next night. We had this big Zuck meal, a very heavy meal, and she didn't have any problem afterwards. That was a good exercise in natural remedies. I just got off the phone with Doug Glime's brother, Bernie. You may remember my friend Doug Glime from Oberlin. He passed away. He was in a car accident a while ago, New Year's Eve. This woman was driving drunk, and flew over these train tracks, and her car actually wedged under his truck. He was going very slowly. It turned the truck over and killed him. It was good to talk to Bernie. Doug was in the business of renovating old houses. You may have heard of the poker playing night. We were playing night baseball, and I happened to come up with 7 kings. Nobody had ever seen that before. It was a good relaxing week here. It's given me a chance to think about different things. I've been helping Dr. Jeffers organize a naturopathic school of medicine and help get it funded. I've done some of the coursework toward that myself. It would be called an ND degree, Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine. So although I haven't been doing some of the things I thought I'd be doing in California, I keep turning up all these interesting activities. The water project seems to be going very well. There's been a new design breakthrough on that which has delayed production as a result. There may be an opportunity there as well. We had our big seminar for the Global Heart. The SRF convocation was really good this year. I got to usher in the meditation room, and that was a great experience. I'll be flying back soon. I wish you both well, and I'm glad to hear that the baby's coming along okay. I'll be praying for you both and that the baby is healthy and strong. Hope you get a break in the rain and can get out and play some basketball, Pete. If I don't get to exercise, I don't feel as well. This is a great breakthrough having these audio tapes. I think it's a good way to stay in touch. It makes things a lot more lively and interesting. All the best. I love you both. Augusta Smallshaw. It's my mother's mother. Hello, Peter and Alice. This is Grandma Smallshaw. Just last evening I was reading your write-up. What a lot of typing and a lot of work. Very interesting. We've got the nice sunshine here. I'm doing well. I have 1 tomato plant in my garden, and it's got about 20 little half-grown green tomatoes on it. I just love you to see it. We've had frost here at night, and I've been covering it up. So I'm having fun. And when are you coming to Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada? You let me know. Bud and Diane have been away. Diane invited me to her place for dinner on Sunday. They were having corn on the cob. With false teeth, you can't eat it very good, so I didn't go. Anyway, I enjoyed reading your long write-up. You'd be delighted. Mrs. Thorne came over. You'd be proud of the potato plants you planted if you saw them, Peter. I enjoyed having you and Alice here, and I'd like you to come again. Whether you get a boy or a girl, you'll be delighted. Mark Ray. Okay, I guess that's it. That was a little experiment, taping over the telephone. Augusta Smallshaw. When I was in my 20s, I had a picture taken with me and 2 little boys, Teddy and Maurice, my 2 nephews. That's a few years ago. They were 2 dear little boys. Their father Alfred's birthday was the 1st of October, and mine's the 24th. So he was not quite 2 years younger than me, and we were always great pals. Brent Lesheim. Hi, Pete. Hi, Alice. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Mark just sold me some of his Life Force. I just wanted to say hi. I hope everything's going all right. I don't really have much to say. I got my white sash in Kung Fu. I hope everything there is fine. Good luck. Ruth Ray. Hi, Peter. This is your mother. I think everyone has talked to you. I think you've had a very good taste of Lakeside. Hi, Alice. I wonder what you think of all this Lakeside. I'm sure it all sounds very strange to you. So, Peter and Alice, I'll try to recap Lakeside. Before we went, I ordered a half-sheet date nut cake from Elmwood Bakery for our 42nd wedding anniversary. Happy birthday, Connie, and happy 85th birthday, Lenore. Actually, Patricia brought it over when she came. So Friday, August 21st, we packed up and went over to Catawba Island Club, which is a lovely club. The partners of John's law firm were having a cookout and a retreat. We stayed over there at sunset, a beautiful evening on the water. We stayed over there. Saturday morning, John had a meeting, and the ladies were all having breakfast together when Patricia arrived. She had flown over from Boston Friday night and stayed at home in her own bed, which is where you stayed. We had a nice visit, and then we went over to Lakeside at 3 o'clock. The Lacey's had already arrived and opened up the cottage. Sunday morning, Melanie Winseck met Mark at the airport and drove him out to Lakeside. Lenore and Seal arrived that afternoon. The Lacey's brought Michael from the airport on Saturday. Sunday evening, we had the big family dinner at the hotel. We had a fine time. Monday, we had the shuffleboard tournament and then played putt-putt. Patty got to 39 and she really hated to leave in the afternoon when it was time to go. Harold and Marge then arrived, which was a very special treat to have Marge come. Tuesday, some of them went to Put-in-Bay, and then Lenore had us all to dinner at Abigail's. Then they had the big poker game. Wednesday, some of them left. Then Marge and Steve cooked the big dinner. Mark and John played golf that afternoon and scored the same score. Some of us went over to Marblehead. One of the movies we saw was Fried Green Tomatoes, which was an excellent movie. Lenore and Seal and Mike brought over lovely gladiolas from the Gladiola Show. The Shies' house looks very nice. They have a new kitchen floor, a new rug on the porch and in the living room. Everyone helped clean up. Saturday, after everyone left, we played putt-putt and went to Abigail's for lunch. Now, when we got back to Cleveland, Bob Kinsey called and wanted Mark to go to some concert in the Flats. Mark didn't go. Sunday, we went to St. Peter's, and some thought you were back and wondered where Alice was. Monday, Mark worked so hard on the yard. He bought a new saw for us. This coming Saturday, I'm in an art show at the Winton Place. Next month is Grandma Smallshaw's 95th birthday on October 24th, so I'm flying to Regina for that. We are praying for your mother, Rosario, Alice, and hope that both Peter and Alice are well, and the baby, and we look forward to hearing from you. God bless you both. We love you, Mother. John S. Ray. Hi, Peter and Alice. This is your dad. It's a pleasure to have an opportunity to speak to you. I want you to know that I pray for both of you every day, and your baby, who's going to come to town very soon now. I also pray, Alice, for your mother, Rosario. She's certainly having a hard time, and she's in our thoughts. And I pray for your father, Emiliano, who must be very concerned about all of this. I pray also for Teresita, who I understand has now returned to Manila, and for Stella. You're a long way away, and you're living what appears to us a very harsh environment. Speaking of harsh environments, the weather here in Cleveland and in Ohio has been somewhat similar to the weather you've been having in Manila. This is the coolest, wettest summer that I can ever recall. Lakeside 1992 is now history. It's come and gone. I think Lakeside this year was very successful. The week was well attended. The Lacey's made a big difference. Their entire group came. Peter, I want you to know that although you were not personally present at Lakeside, your presence was very strongly and very definitely and very positively felt. The tape which you sent along was a very, very good idea. As a matter of fact, Steve Lacey had the identical idea that you did. He brought a tape recorder and had a tape with the idea that those at Lakeside would speak to you. The Cleveland Indians are doing reasonably well. I believe their record is now 64-75. Your mother and my lives continue pretty much as they have been. We seem to keep ourselves very, very busy. Your mother and I continue to enjoy each other's company and enjoy doing things together. Life at the office is busy, and I'm still very much interested in what goes on down there, and interested in making what contribution I can to the effort. In other words, I still enjoy the practice of law. I continue to do my exercises every day, which take care of the arthritis in my left hip, and I'm able to walk without a limp. I'm taking the Life Force things which Mark sells, and I've really been feeling pretty good, unusually good since I've been taking them. It's been a pleasure visiting with you, and I think we should continue sending these tapes back and forth because they certainly provide a wonderful forum for discussion. You're in our thoughts. We wish you all the best. Bye-bye. Peter J. Ray.
Hi, everybody. Today is July 1st, 1994, and I'm here in Manila in the Philippines. To paraphrase Yogi Berra, I want to thank everyone for making this issue necessary. Good work, everybody. This year's Zuck family reunion is coming up soon, from August 27th to August 3rd to September 3rd, 1994. If you've got the time and the money, what the heck, come to Lakeside and consider staying for the whole week to really get the full flavor of the reunion. It's a unique opportunity to reminisce, get reacquainted, retell old stories, pass along heritage from one generation to the next, find out the latest in our lives, and make some new memories. After all, how many things are as important as family? Alice, Tim, and I won't be at Lakeside again this year, but we'll be with you in spirit. Geography and a different school calendar prevent us from coming. Again, thanks everybody for taking time to tape your thoughts. We send our love and best wishes. Take care. God bless. Peter, Alice, and Timothy Ray, July 1st, 1994. Now we have 4 comments based on the original publication, and the first is from my brother, Mark Ray. Quote, "Thanks for the latest ZFMC. I enjoyed reading through it, especially some of the opening humor by the eloquent narrator. Me, of course. Mark D. Ray, Encinitas, California." And the second comment is from Patricia Ray, my sister. Quote, "I finally finished ZFMC 45, which in fact I'd started when I spoke with you on the telephone. I finished it this evening and thoroughly enjoyed it. Patricia A. Ray, MD, Boston, Massachusetts." And the next comment is from Rosa Chikolofa in Tomsk, Siberia, Russia, my pen pal and friend. "Peter, today I received your one more issue of ZFMC. It is great. Really it was so, as if I was hearing all the voices of your relatives, full of care and humor. A wonderful family indeed. Peter, when I came up to the words Augusta Smallshaw, I was surprised. I thought she had also visited the Lakeside, a courageous lady, but later I saw that it was a telephone interview. How happy you are all. You don't know yourselves. I've tried to do something of the kind, but in vain. It is not real now, especially now." Rosa Chikolofa, Tomsk, Siberia, Russia. And the final comment is from Florent Herbert George Bud Smallshaw in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Quote, "Granny, Augusta Smallshaw thanks you for your latest publication." It's from Bud Smallshaw. So that concludes today's presentation, the Zuck Family Reunion at Lakeside, Ohio, USA, 1992, Part 3. Good luck to you with your efforts in family history, if this interests you. Finding, preserving, and sharing old letters, diaries, and photographs, and interviewing elderly relatives while they're alive. You might consider checking out our website, Adventures in History, with Peter J. Ray, at peterjray.com. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.